Hey, how's it going? I'm Josh,
I'm Ryan.
and welcome to Fin Spex. So this week, tried out the Futures Mayhem 3.0 and the Eric Arakawa Futures. The Mayhem definitely has a lot more fin area. The Eric Arakawa is technically a medium, but it's big for a medium.
The Mayhems also have that interesting hook.
Exactly. They have this kind of sharp edge back here, like this kind of quick change in direction.
Yeah, and then those Eric Arakawas, the tip is more fuller.
Yeah, the tip is more full, but then it's kind of got a shorter base than the Mayhem does. The Mayhem has a big base, a much bigger fin.
What's the material on those guys?
So they're both honeycomb core. The Mayhem has like what used to be called the Generation series, I think, with the carbon on the bottom and then kind of running up this interesting shape like halfway through the fin. And then the Techflex Eric Arakawa is carbon on the bottom and then carbon also up in the top, but still got that twist in the center with the honeycomb. My usual fin that I ride, the AM2 Techflex, it's got a lot of rake. It's got kind of a small tip with a wide base, so you get a lot of drive, but you also get like looseness and decent release. And then also the trailing fin is smaller than the side fins. I am 170 pounds. I'm 5'10". The board I rode for this video is a Timmy Patterson Synthetic 84, 5'8", 19.3, and 2.3. And it's 28.4 liters.
Widerish outline, 80s style, flat deck, beak nose.
Yeah.
With the wing, packs a lot of foam. The first half of the footage on the Mayhem 3.0s, we had a shocker filming on them. What board did you try these fins with?
Yeah, that's right. I rode it in a 2 Happy 6.0, 18 and 7/8, 2 and 3/8.
Pretty high rockered,
Yeah.
meant for more like above average kind of conditions.
Yeah. I mean, the waves weren't very good. I've ridden a lot of fins in that board, and I was like, this is the worst fin I've ever ridden in this board. I think this fin deserved a second chance in a different board. The bottom on the Timmy is very different.
Lower nose and lower tail rocker.
Yeah, definitely less rocker. And so I think that definitely complemented
the fin better.
Yeah.
We'll get into the footage first and then go over a more in-depth analysis of both fins.
So we'll start with the Eric Arakawa Futures footage.
3, 2, and 1.
Yeah. A little crowded. A lot of groms.
Cut back.
Yeah, you can kind of see the wave like standing up and falling flat and standing up. Trying to find speed.
2 check turns.
The board definitely helped a lot because that's a really good board.
Ooh, bigger wave. Ooh, nice gouging cutback.
Yeah, that one just kind of fell apart. Wasn't much there.
Driving down the line. Ooh.
Yeah, when the wave gets steep, they're like holding speed pretty well, but on the softer kind of flat sections, it wasn't really doing it.
Yeah, totally. I noticed when the waves started to engage more with better wave quality and the fins pick up more speed.
Yeah. There were so many like creases in the wave face. It was hard to navigate and get my timing right to kind of like really push through a turn.
Yeah. Especially with just wave selection and balancing that out with the crowd and whatnot. You're kind of just trying to go for what comes to you and whatnot.
Yeah. It kind of was a little too crowded to just kind of take whatever wave I wanted. That one actually got steep. Almost.
Yeah, maybe the fins needed a more like cuppier, steeper waves too, it looks like.
Yeah. And that would make sense because it's a fin that was designed in Hawaii where the waves seem to always be pretty steep and sweet.
Yeah, more power.
But yeah, I mean, they definitely didn't feel bad. You could see there how much hold they have.
Yeah.
With all that rake. So nice. I kind of tried to like do like a pivoty snap and they just like weren't having it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they went okay. You know, I did a couple turns I felt were all right.
Go over the Mayhem 3.0 footage now. First try we tried filming on them, and then we were just like so over it. It wasn't worth the time, and we had to just wait for a better day.
Yeah, exactly. This is from 2 different sessions.
3, 2, and 1.
A little more.
Backhand, snap, vertical in the pocket. That was sick.
Yeah.
Cut back.
It's a little crowded this day. A lot of groms out there.
Yeah. Whoa. Good wave with juice. Oh, nice long rounded out cut back. Oh.
Yeah, they felt all right. I mean,
oh, spread the grom. Eat it, brah.
Sorry, buddy. Just happened to be there. Oh, Bryce. Surprise appearance.
Almost had
Local
the
shredder
layback.
National champion.
Yes, of
Bryce
2024. Oh.
Yeah, you can see this day was a little bit steeper waves.
Yeah. Whoa. Very like hooked out.
Yeah.
Kind of
crank it in the pocket.
Yeah.
And then cut to the Timmy on the other day, the sunny day.
Yeah, different board, synthetic 84. Nice snap.
Thanks.
Nice and quick.
Oh.
Almost had it.
Almost had it. That's most of the air versus I try is a nice almost had it.
Oh, nice turn off top.
You can see how much more speed
Yeah.
they're carrying through turns. It makes the EAs look really slow this day.
Oh, almost another air reverse.
Didn't ride out, but stomped it. Not a make, but still.
Oh,
Yeah, these just
nice
had
cut back again.
Yeah, they had so much more drive, so much more flow,
Oh,
and a little straight air.
nice straight air and the little ankle slapper.
Yeah, thanks, dog. Yeah, the first session on the Too Happy, when I would try to put the board on rail, it felt like the whole time it wanted to roll back over flat, fighting with the board and the fins to like go on rail and stay on rail through a whole turn.
The second half of that footage, I mean, we had to film a second day on those Mayhem 3.0s, used a different board, that Timmy Synthetic 84. How did that board feel with them?
It felt so much better. Honestly, maybe even a little more drive, just because I feel like these fins there's more area to them, so they had like a little bit more drive. That board, it felt so much better than they did on the Too Happy. The Too Happy felt like a struggle.
Both those two boards are like completely two different outlines and contours
Yeah,
and whatnot.
way different.
Both templates on what you felt. The Mayhem 3.0s, just overall a larger surface area fin compared to the Eric Arakawas, and that interesting hook on the tip.
This fin felt like kind of a good balance in that it's raked back pretty far, so you get a lot of hold, but it's kind of upright through this section of the fin, so you can turn tight, pivot pretty well. All this extra bass down here just made this fin so much more drivey. And like I was able to push really hard and just oozing speed.
How did that hook feel on the edge of the tip?
Sharp edge, it provides a lot of hold and bite, keeps you in the wave. It's harder to like get the fins to slide. Arakawa's, you could feel how much less upright it is through this section of the fin here. So this fin felt like a lot more stiff than this fin did. Like I wasn't getting enough speed going off the bat. And then it wasn't carrying it through the turns all that well, just lacking some drive. It felt like a small fin for the board is what it felt like. Definitely wasn't the fin for 2 foot lowers and riding a groveler.
Yeah, let's go into material.
These felt like they were definitely flexing a lot less.
The Eric Arakawas?
Definitely more getting into that future speed control side of things versus speed generation. Carbon being on top and bottom, this fin felt super stiff. As I pushed into it, I could feel that I wasn't flexing enough and then coming back to give me that speed.
It just like feels like it just wants to harness speed the whole time.
Yeah, compared to this one. I think the carbon on this one just being on the bottom here, with the Mayhem 3.0, I could feel the fin bending and flexing and then coming back and giving me lots of speed. this fin definitely was helping me find speed where there wasn't much to be found.
Has a more forgiving flex pattern with the honeycomb. It's going to fit in more of those like subpar conditions, everyday conditions we have around here. What kind of waves would best suit each of these fins?
The Eric Arakawa, to start with, would be good for solid, steep, hollow, powerful waves. Like the waves got to be standing up. Especially in this Techflex construction, steep and hollow waves are going to provide you with a lot of speed, and you got to control that speed. I took them on a trip, and they felt amazing. I rode it in, I think, like a 6.4 and like a 7.0, and they felt amazing in like big surf, and they felt so good. So much control, so much hold, you know, on late drops and stuff, and they're all time. And then these just feel like a great everyday fin for a day-to-day basis somewhere in Southern California. The point breaks, the beach breaks, a good all-arounder.
It makes sense because Mayhem, local here in town, and all his designs and concepts are based off of waves here in California.
Based off of lowers, yeah.
Versus Eric Arakawa from Hawaii. I mean,
thinking about Pipe and Sunset and Haleiwa and all those waves, which they're very different waves.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot scarier waves.
What surfers would enjoy each of those fins?
If you're a more advanced surfer who's getting into surfing solid waves, surfing steep, hollow, powerful waves, Arakawa's, this is a great fin. And it's been my go-to fin for bigger surf. The Mayhem is great, I feel like, for kind of anybody. It's not too raked out because it has this upright section through here. Keeps it maneuverable. You don't have to work too hard to get it to turn nice and tight. Advanced beginner to a pro would love this fin. Balanced, versatile fin, I feel like. Grovelers, like kind of small wave boards and smaller waves, and then kind of like your everyday board. So on the loosest to stiffest scale, the Eric Arakawa, these are probably a little bit stiffer than the Sharp Eyes, but not quite as stiff as the Rake template from Futures. And then these Mayhems felt pretty balanced, like almost like dead center. A little bit stiffer than the Merricks AM2 Honeycomb, and they felt a little bit looser than the Geordies. Someone mentioned in the comments a little while back where the Vector 3.2s fit in. That fin felt pretty stiff. A little bit stiffer than the Arakawas, but not quite as stiff as the Rake template. Yeah, it was an interesting fin. Those are hard to kind of compare to anything else because they're so unique. So from loosest to stiffest, loosest starting with the Takoros, going into the Hayden shapes, Futures Pivot, Timmy Patterson, AM2 Honeycomb, Mayhem 3.0, the Geordie Honeycomb, and then the first Mayhem, the John, then into the Paizel, Sharp Eye, Eric Arakawa, the Vector 3.2s, Rake template from Futures, DHD, the neutral template from Vaporcore, and then the stiffest being the Coffin fin. Got a couple more entries left into the loosest to stiffest category, and then our little experiment will be complete.
Yeah, with thrusters.
Let us know what you want from this series, because we're kind of getting towards the end of the Futures thruster catalog here. So thank you for watching. Come down to the shop if you live nearby. Try our $5 fin demo. Get to try 5 different sets of fins over 5 weeks, and it's only $5. If at the end you find a fin set you like and you want to buy it, the $5 from the fin demo goes towards your purchase of the fins.
And then we have our 30-day buy, try, and decide fin program on our website at UsedSurf.com, where you could buy a set of fins, try them out for 30 days, and if you don't like them, you can return them as long as they're not thrashed or anything for a full refund. If you do live in the area or come into Used Surf Shop, we have over 700 used and new surfboards, any and every surf accessory you could think of.
Yeah, we got it all. Dinger pair, traction pads, leashes, wax, anything you need, we have it here.
Like, comment, subscribe.
All that good stuff.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time. I'm Josh Norcross.
And I'm Ryan.
We'll see you next time.
See you guys next time.
Shoots.
You're tired to run, it's time to go. No reason to take it slow. Gotta get up, hit the road, and say what's up to Poncho.